In the beginning, there wasn't a lot, really. Nothing left for a person known to us only as the Creator to do on Earth. They felt driven out, so they took off in a small ship, carrying nothing else but a few good tools and spare parts from their laboratory and their hopes to start anew, abandoning their home planet in search of a better life in the empty vacuum of space. Navigating through the debris fields of the Milky Way, Creator found outer space rather bleak. And I think that back on Earth, everyone was crazy for space tourism. What's there to see? Just a bunch of rocks floating in the dark where you can't breathe? Crash! Ugh. What the hell? Did I crash into an asteroid? Much to their surprise, the ship hit a piece of debris. Metallic debris. Huh? Running a scan, Creator managed to trace the source of this debris. Looks like a chunk that came off a ship or a space station? But where? They wouldn't search for long, as the answer was already right in front of them. They just hadn't managed to notice it until now due to its diminutive size. Whoa. There it was, an abandoned space station that somehow still tethered to the gravity of Deimos, one of Mars's moons. It orbited alongside it, barely holding itself together in absolute disrepair. Upon closer inspection, it wasn't just a normal space station. Through the dirty glass dome, they could see the remains of buildings with roof protrusions akin to circus tents, and half-standing contraptions that looked to be the remains of theme park rides. String lights clinging to these skeletons and barely powered on. Strange. A carnival? Right out here in the middle of space? Creator's curiosity began to skyrocket. Driving closer to the proximity of the station, they were surprised to see that the loading bays for ships to park is still in some functionality, save for the exterior vacuum and gravity locks for the bay itself. This posed no problem for the Creator, as they simply suited up and floated out into the interior parts of the abandoned station. It didn't take long until they managed to crack open the interior airlock and hop aboard the place. Wow, this place? There was no way to sugarcoat it. This place was a dump, and so tiny. The entrance area was barely tall enough for Creator to stand, and there was maybe a room or two big enough for them to set up a small lab station and a cot, but the buildings and machines they'd seen from outside were barely taller than their knee. I can see why those who were here abandoned it. It was like something straight out of a piece of sci-fi horror. Electrical wires with live sparks strewn about all over the floors and walls. The place tossed and turned, nearly turning itself upside down. Lights were flickering on and off. The vent system was making ungodly noises. Yup, this place is perfect. The Creator's eyes lit up. Albeit that the common man would see this place as a hopeless dump, they saw it as a place of opportunity. All they needed to do was take up the grunt work and build from the ground up. Well, from the floating piece of space metal above, you get the picture. Raising their fists into the air and dabbing their chest, the Creator smiled with a look of determination on their face. Alright, let's see if we can salvage from this carnival. Maybe I'm the one who can turn this into the cheerful, carefree place it was intended to be from the start. Unloading all of their tools and parts that they took from home, Creator began to scurry around the place to run necessary renovations. Fixing the air and gravity locks was first priority, as some of the facilities did not have any oxygen, and there were many dangerous debris afloat that could hurt someone. After that came the trash segregation and disposal, parts to eject into space, and parts to salvage and use. Whoa, would you look at that? There's more usable parts for robotics here than what was available in the markets back at Earth. Some even more advanced than what I've been working with. I'm gonna have a field day with these! They began to bury themselves in their work, tinkering, experimenting, and constructing small robots that would be able to help them out around the park. Gah. Okay, made a mistake with those wires and shit, that one hurt. It was tough work, painful at times even. Nevertheless, they managed to create their very first assistant, a robot built from the scraps left around the station. There we go! Just look at the little guy! This was Funbot, the Creator's first little assistant. They were pleased, but it felt like something was missing, like there was something that still needed to be done. No, this won't do. Even if you're a robot, you shouldn't be alone, little guy. That was it! Bunbot needed a companion! So the Creator remodeled a new robot, one that takes after Bunbot's schematic, but something with a little more personal touch to the design and functionalities. Zap! Ow! Jeez, that hurt. The Creator shook their hand, recoiling from the electrical shocks. But now at least, she's finished. Atop their work table, a new robot was born. Turning the switch on, Creator watched as their newest invention jumped to life, grinning up at them. "At your service," they declared with a wide grin. "What does Master ask of me today?" "You're just so cute." Creator named this second creation Ray. She was an adorable little bunny bot that had a plug for a tail and brown, wiggly ears. Ray and Bunbot immediately got to work around the station, helping Creator tidy and fix up the place. "Bunbot!" Ray called. "Help me fix these circuitry issues at some of the arcade machines." "Understood." Bunbot nodded nonchalantly. Bzzz. Ah! The poor Bunbot got electrified while untangling the wires, falling flat to the ground with a low "Ow." "Hey, that looks fun! Let me try." They quickly grabbed hold of the sparking wires without even the slightest hesitation about any potential danger. Bzzz. Bzzz. That tickles! Woo! I actually feel more energized after that. She let go of the wires and grabbed Bunbot. "Come on, Bunbot, my buddy old pal, we still have work to do." What advanced technology does to a robot. Creator had crafted a small little automaton for themselves to roam around the carnival with, and Ray was now dragging it by the hands to present her and Bunbot's hard work. Ta-da! Look, Master! The arcade is done! We've restored all the games and attraction in mid-condition and functionality! Wow, that's amazing, Ray. Wait, where's Bunbot? Over there. From a distance, blaring music could be heard. Bunbot was breaking it down on one of the rhythm games. He was going hard. Full combo. The machine let out a cheerful announcement as Bunbot managed to clear his song without missing even a single note. Not all perfect. Just great. Hey, look! That guy got a full combo! Squeaky little voice echoed from the floor? Whoa! Ray nearly toppled to the floor as the grate they were standing on burst open. A fence all across the room opened up, and out came little creatures of unknown origin. They swarmed the machine where Bunbot was playing and lifted him up into the air, cheering for him. Woo! Way to go, you're awesome! Teach me how to play! Teach me how to play! The jolly little creatures lauded Bunbot for his high score, much to his chagrin on being tossed around like he was in a rock concert mosh pit. Please, put me down. Curious, Creator came to Bunbot's rescue and asked about their newfound audience. Hey, who are all of you? Where'd you all come from? Oh, us? One of the little creatures spoke up. We're the Bottles. And we're the Bubbles. And we're here for all things fun and lively. Yeah, we're Bottles. I'm a Bubble. You wanna play on the arcade cabinet already? Claw machines! Claw machines! Hey, me first! The Creator was overwhelmed with their energy, but in turn, this energized them with even more ideas. This is it! This is it! This is the audience I'll start with, and then I'll attract more and more people to fly over to my carnival! Creator got to work to build one last robotic companion and assistant, one that would be acting as the ringleader and mascot to their grand carnival. Hello, hello, come one, come all, to the greatest attraction in the universe! All dwellers from every galaxy are welcome, all creatures young and old. Come, come, it's a sight to behold! This was Buttons, the Creator's beloved ringmaster. He does a wonderful job in bringing in more bottles and bottles to visit the carnival. After a grueling few days, carrying a burdened heart after past grievances on Earth, looking at what they've built up now, the Creator allowed themselves to be proud of what they've done. The satisfied smile spread across their face. Yeah, I did well. Much better than back home. They shook their head. No, that wasn't home. This is home. Creator felt a small tug on their coat. Ray and Bunbot were trying to grab their attention. Hey, Creator, come on! Play with us in the arcade! We want you to beat some of the Bottles in their high score! Me? Well... They said that they bet they could beat the arcade owner at their own games. Creator's brow furrowed in amusement. That's so. Well, what say we show them what we're made of? Yay! Ray and Bunbot cheered simultaneously, and off the Creator went, fostering the Starnival and the Sparkade into greater heights as the days flew by.